welcome to the second segment of Anderson County Serves Here. If you remember last month, we talked about how Anderson County is served by the United Way. Well, today we are here at the Anderson Area YMCA. It is one of what we call the 5 original agencies of United Way. And we have with us today the YMCA CEO, Joe Drennan. Now, Joe was just telling me that he had been at the Y for 39 years, and I am convinced that he was a toddler when he came to work here. But Joe, tell us a little bit about what it was like when you came to work here 39 years ago.
It's quite a bit's changed, that's for sure. Our budget was less than $200,000. We were mostly a program-driven YMCA, not membership-driven, that was operating on Greenville Street, down across from the old Chamber of Commerce and hospital facility. Our staff size was certainly a lot less at that particular time, and our financial capabilities were a lot less. I remember a lot of the times we had to wait on our check from United Way to make sure we were going to make payroll and that type thing. But a lot of good members at that facility too. A lot of folks learned how to swim, learned how to play basketball there, played church softball and those type things of programs, and missed those days a lot of times, but not a lot. So it was all about the relationships even back then, the people that we deal with and serve. We had a strong financial aid campaign even back then and never turned anyone away from the Y because of an inability to pay. But the Y was a tremendous partner with United Way back then, because in more dire financial straits it was even more important than it is today.
Well, tell us, what did you do as your first job with the Y?
I've held quite a few positions through the Y. When I was asked to come to the Y as staff, I had our own store down on South Main Street, and I was serving as a volunteer coach working on some board committees, but the Y management asked me would I be interested in coming as a YMCA athletic director over our youth sports program, which was very strong at the time, and I elected to do that, never looked back, and it's probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, except for my wife, and it's been from there on.
Well, you've done an amazing job over the years, and I think you are an iconic legend when it comes to the Y here. And there are so many other people, though, that I remember being connected with the Y during my time. And I'm just curious, if you looked back over the history of the Y, who were some of the people that stand out to you that either were supporters or volunteers, people that made an impression on you?
Well, that's a very difficult question, because just about anyone who's a community leader in Anderson right now grew up through the YMCA sports programs, whether through business, school district, churches, and that type thing. And it's very rewarding to look back over those initial days and see folks who were in your youth sports program at that time come later to become business leaders or community leaders and serve on boards in the Anderson area.
Well, as you talked about being at the facility down further on Greenville Street, that would have been up until about what year when we built the new Y?
The YMCA was incorporated in 1949, and we originally started down on McDuffie Street out of a church. The facility at 705 East Greenville Street, construction began on that in 1952, and that served as the YMCA facility in Anderson until 2001. We moved out to this new facility, our wellness center, in the middle of the AmMed Health North Campus on July 1st, 2001. In fact, we just celebrated our 20th anniversary earlier this summer out here at this facility.
That is amazing. Now, some people in our community, when they think of the Y, they only think of youth sports. But you can tell us much more about many other services and programs you offer.
The Y's tentacles reach out deeply into the Anderson County community. We have after-school enrichment programs in school districts 3, 4, and 5 that we operate on a daily basis during the school year. from school's end till 6 o'clock daily. We do mentoring with those children, serve them a snack, have a devotion, some playtime and that type thing. We serve over 600 children in that program. We operate summer day camps here and out at our Lake Hartwell facility. As Carol mentioned, we have our youth sports program. We have an aquatics program that we started when we moved out here in 2001. We have a swim team that is composed of about 125 children. We do swim lessons daily. We do senior water aerobics classes for the seniors through the Arthritic Foundation. And since we've moved to this facility, our older adult membership, our population, has become one of our leading program units for our membership.
Well, I think that it sounds like you cover all ages from very young on up to our senior population, and I think that speaks well for the vision that you have for this organization to serve the community. And when you look at the fact that for the size of the community, wouldn't you say this is one of the state-of-the-art facilities in the Y community?
We're very proud of this facility, and we worked hard to get here. We operate at this facility out of about 119,000 square feet, but the facility itself is just the tool that allows us to meet individually with people. The YMCA is made up of the members that come through our front door and elect to so do so, and that's what the Y is. That's the spirit of the Y. That's the Christian mission of the Y, and we have a great personal, close relationship with them. But as nice as this facility is, without those folks coming through the door and the community being so receptive to us, we would just be a building.
Well, and I want to just touch on, you've mentioned the term Christian a couple of different times, and we all know that that is the C of the YMCA. Talk a little bit about how important your mission is around being a Christian organization.
You know, we're not ashamed of that whatsoever, and the Christian mission of the Y is at the forefront of everything that we do, both programmatically, operationally, and anything. Our mission statement is to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. And we try to incorporate that in everything we do, whether it's coaches leading prayer before games, focusing on one of our 5 core values before a swim lesson. Our core values are caring, respect, responsibility, and honesty with faith. And we incorporate that in everything we do.
When people try something new, often they are apprehensive. So if someone is thinking about coming to the Y, but they're like, I've never been there before, do you have a way of, as people come in, if they're interested, how would they connect by getting to maybe tour or getting some type of orientation?
I'm very proud of our membership services director, Donna Shepard. She's one of the friendliest folks you'll ever come in contact with. That's the initial point of contact for anyone wanting to come into our facility. It can be overwhelming, the size of the facility, if a senior has not, or a single parent has not been used to that type of environment. But if you're interested in a wellness program, we set up individual one-on-one appointments to help you orientate to the equipment and those type things. If you have needs in our child care program, we see what those needs are and set you up with our child development director, those type things. One of the best comments I've ever had from someone happened about 3 years ago. A lady had lost her husband. She was in her 70s by herself in town. She said, I'd always been afraid to come in here, but she said, you saved my life. She said the social component of meeting fellow members, having a cup of coffee, doing some exercise, but the socialization component saved my life, and I can't tell you thank you enough. So that's what we're all about, our people. The fitness facility just went through an expansion about 6 years ago. We have a myriad of fitness equipment that folks can do. We pride ourselves in having state-of-the-art equipment everywhere from cardio to free weights to any type of weight circuit equipment that we can have. We have actually 4 different areas, a main fitness floor, a CrossFit gymnasium in the back that we do other things from. We offer a myriad of aerobic classes throughout the course of the week in all type areas. We even have a smaller fitness room for our senior adult membership and for those folks who may not feel as comfortable on our main floor.
And tell us what time you open in the mornings.
We open at 5 a.m. daily, and we stay open to 9 p.m. during the week. We're open on weekends. We open on 7 a.m. on Saturday and close at 6 during the winter, and open at 1:30 on Sunday afternoon, open to 6 that night.
Right here on this campus, you have something that I'm sure the children are enjoying, cooling them off. Tell us about the water park.
Well, the Waterworks is closed during the week right now. We close it once school starts back, but during the course of the summer, Waterworks is one of our best family venues. Families come. We do open it up to the outside community, and we accept guest passes during the summer and all. But it's a lot of spray water features, 2 50-foot circular water slides also available. It's a zero depth entry pool that goes down to 4.5 foot in depth, so it is very kid friendly, parent friendly, and can sit out there and enjoy your time in the sun during the summer.
That is great. Now, I understand that you are in the midst of a campaign. I believe it's Play It Forward. Is that the name?
Play It Forward is the name of a capital campaign that we have that will essentially more than double the size of our sports park out on 81. Currently have, through the generosity of the Duckworth and Tucker families, about 85.5 acres out there. We are essentially doubling the size of our sports parks in baseball fields, soccer, lacrosse, football fields. But another thing that we're extremely excited about that is that we are partnering with School District 5 to put a district-wide cross-country course out there, which will be state-of-the-art, that will attract state cross-country meets, regional meets, state meets, and hopefully national meets out there.
Now, I've asked you about a lot of things, but what have I left out? What would you like us to know, and the people that are watching, what would you like them to know that about the Y that I haven't asked about?
You're pretty thorough, and you've been around a long time yourself. I don't know if that means we're archaic or old or what it means, but we have both been around quite a long time. I think that that we do have a scholarship program that do not ever be afraid that you cannot afford our services, because we have never turned anyone away because of an inability to pay. We try to reach out and meet community needs just like United Way, and if there's areas that you think the YMCA can be of some help with, a neighborhood, a church, or a civic club, please feel free to ask us. But we are about the betterment of our community and in enriching the lives of the people in our community, and I guess that's what I'm so proud of.
Well, United Way is proud to partner with the YMCA in a number of ways. One is with the after-school child care program. The other is the diabetes program that the Y offers, and a myriad of other things that we've worked on over the years. But we count the YMCA as one of the most valued organizations within our community, and we are pleased to partner with Joe, his team, and all of those that take advantage of the great services and programs here at the YMCA. And today we want to thank especially our County Administrator Rusty Burns and County Council for the opportunity to spend a little bit of time at the YMCA so that you can know that Anderson County serves here.